Alright, New York Codes Rules Regulation Part 258, Transportation of Liquid Petroleum. 258.1 Scope. This prescribes the minimum safety standard of a liquid petroleum pipeline facility. Every liquid petroleum pipeline corporation engaged with the transportation of liquid petroleum via pipeline within the state of New York is comply with the rules set forth in this part. Rules and regulations for this part consider adequate safety under conditions normally encountered with the liquid petroleum industry. However, these rules and regulations cannot be specifically provided with all abnormal or unusual conditions, nor can they specifically detail all the methods of achieving the compliance approved with alternate methods may be used to provide all work performed in the scope of this part shall meet with exceed with the safety standards expressed and implied herein. If a waiver or deviation of application of the rules described in the part is indicated because of the special facts of the application may be made with the department over the waiver of the deviation from any rule within this part. Each application shall include a full comprehensive justification requested waiver deviation, except when otherwise indicated by the part does not apply retroactively to existing installations so far as the design, fabrication, installation, testing concerned with the provision of this part. However, the applicable existing facility reconstruction, relocated, reactivated, they are considered for increased maximum operating pressure. This part does not apply to the liquid transportation of liquid petroleum through interstate pipelines regulated under Title 49 CFR 195. Liquid petroleum refining, handling, processing, transfer, storage facilities licensed under Article 12 of the Navigation Law and registered in Title 6 of the New York Code Rules and Regulation Part 612, including pipelines portion, therefore proper boundaries of such facilities, liquid petroleum production facilities. Definitions. 258.2 definitions. Used in this part, alarm means audible, visual meanings indicating of the fire of the control of the equipment processes outside of the operator defined safety rule related parameters. Barrel means the unit measure of 42 U.S. standard gallons. Department for this part of the department shall mean the Department of Public Service Office for the Electric, Gas, Water, Pipeline Safety Section or Successor 3 Empire State Plaza, Albany, New York, 5453, safety at dps.newyork.gov. Hazard liquid means petroleum, petroleum products, anhydrous ammonia, ethanol, liquid petroleum, crude oil, natural gas, liquid, liquid petroleum gas, liquid petroleum products, any or such flammable liquid petroleum pipeline corporation or corporation meaning the individual firm or the joint venture, partnership, corporation, association, municipality, cooperative association, joint or joint stock association owning or one or more of the liquid petroleum pipelines of the state of New York, includes trustee, receiver, the signer of the personal response thereof of the maximum operating pressure, meaning the maximum pressure with which the pipeline is operated, determined in accordance with section 258.8 with the part of this municipality means the city, county, village, or other political subdivision in New York State. Pipeline means all parts of those of the physical facility which liquid petroleum move with the transportation, include line pipe, valve, with other appurtenances connected with the line pipe, pumping units, fabricated assemblies associated with the pumping units, maintenance, delivery stations, fabricated assemblies where they are in, pipeline facility that means the new existing pipe right away with any of the equipment, facility building used for the transportation, liquid petroleum production facilities meaning well with the flow lines, piping separation, equipment storage and air facility, external equipment used for the extraction of liquid petroleum from the ground, transportation of liquid petroleum meaning the gathering and delivery of liquid petroleum pipeline. Alright, 258.3, compliance with standard code, except for the otherwise provided in this probably all liquid petroleum pipeline facilities for the state of New York shall be designed, constructed, tested, operated, maintained in accordance with Title 49 Code of Regulations, Part 195, transportation handled liquid by pipeline, is described in Section 10.2 of this title of the here, then referred to Title 49, Part 195, followed by the rule section number. Additional operators shall comply with the Subpart G operation qualification of Title 49, Part 195. 258.4 notification proposed construction pressure increase. At least 30 days of the start of the schedule of construction reconstruction of the liquid petroleum pipeline with the corporation shall file with the Office of the Gas of the Water Department at Albany a letter of intent report specification as required under Section 258.13 with a part of the letter intent need not include stated specification length of the pipeline is less than 500 feet with the Office of the Gas and Water of the Department of Albany shall be promptly notified in writing any of the significant change effectively initial filing. For any liquid petroleum pipeline is placed in operation, a report shall shall be filed with the Office of Gas Water with the Department of Albany, certifying the maximum operating pressure to which the pipeline is intended to be operated. Also certifying when the pipeline has been constructed for the test in accordance with the rules prescribed herein. The maximum operating pressure of liquid petroleum pipeline shall not exceed, without written permission of the Office of Gas and Water of the Department of Albany, at least 90 days prior to the proposed increase of max operating pressure any liquid petroleum pipeline, and acceptable program stating investigation, testing, corrective measures, including cathodic protection, leak history, detection, repair, leaks, and specification of pipe of the other facility to be taken when the pressure increase is made shall be submitted. Minimum 258.5. Minimum cover commercial farming lands. When notwithstanding requirement of Title 49, 195, 248, A, the cover over the buried pipelines cultivated area with all pipelines installed with areas actively cultivated with a commercial farm purpose, that at least 2 of the last 5 years identified with the farmland operator shall be installed with a minimum of 40 inches in length if the farmland operator agrees to require the different depth. 258.6. Hydrostatic testing. Each new reconstruction, relocated, replaced, reactivated segment of the pipeline must be hydrostatically tested in accordance with the section substance state. Substantiate with the proposed maximum operating pressure. Any pipeline segment thereof the maximum operating pressure has increased, but is all tested in accordance with the section. Notwithstanding the requirement of Title 49, 195, 302. C, with the maximum test pressure for the lowest point of the test section shall be lesser than 150% of the maximum operating pressure. The pressure produced with the pipe stress equivalent 90% of the specified minimum yield strength of the pipe. C, except for the provided subdivision. D, with the section of the test pressure must be maintained through the pipeline segment for at least 12 hours following the stabilization. D, for a short segment and pipeline 100 feet or less, completely exposed wherein the entire circumference may be readily examined visually with the detection leak with the test duration shall be at least 4 hours through following stabilization test shall proceed with the coating of the welds. E, all calibrated recorded pressure gauge indicating the increments of 5 pounds per square inch less shall be attached to the test section. The gauge must be calibrated at least hourly for the first and last 2 hours of the test. Calibration again to the dead weight tester attached to the test section. At least 5 business days prior to the starting of the test, the corporation shall notify the Office of Gas Water of the Department of Albany in writing, in order to maintain a continuity of service during the emergency. Short notice that is permissible with the cooperation. The corporation shall also notify officials of the municipality wherein the test is to be conducted. The test conducted under the section not deemed satisfactory unless certified by the inspector of the gas, water, and the department. I think we missed this one. Alright, 256.8, Operation Maintenance Emergency Plan. Each liquid petroleum corporation shall within its private establishment with a file with the Office of Gas with the Water Department aim with a written plan coordinating normal operation, with the handling of the abnormal observations emergency. Operation Maintenance Emergency Plan with a minimum of the procedure for the covered in all the items in Title 49, 195.42 of the revision of the written procedure. So submitted with the Office of Gas Water with the Department of Albany at least 3rd day of the effective of the day of each for the corporation satisfactory comply with the plan submitted with the Office of Gas Water with the Department during January each year. Each corporation shall file with a list of the Office of Gas Water with the Department of Albany. All municipalities which the facility is located indicate with the name of the address of the home and the business telephone number that is responsible. Officials who may be contacted in an event with emergency revision of the list of the during the year immediately report to the Office of Gas Water with the Department of Albany effective with the municipalities. Each operated buried pipeline shall carry out the written program to prevent damage of the pipeline excavation in accordance with the Title 12 New York Code Rules and Regulation Part 53 of the construction, excavation, demolition, and operation at near an underground facility described in 10.3 of the title. Each operator of the buried pipeline system must participate on a one-call notification system that covers the area where the chain and who the pipeline facilities are located. Alright, 258.8 with the maximum operating pressure, except for the surge pressure for the other various, the normal operation of the maximum operating pressure of liquid petroleum pipeline shall not exceed any of the following with the internal design of the pressure of the pipe with the determined according with the Title 49, 195, 106. Design pressure, any of the component of the pipeline test pressure for the 1.5 of the pipeline, any of the part thereof of the test in accordance with the 258.6b1 of this part. 80% of the test pressure of the pipeline, any of the part which will be tested in accordance with the 258.6b2 of this part. For the pipeline, any of the part thereof which has not necessarily tested in accordance with section 258.6 of the part, 80% of the high operating pressure of the pipeline subject to the 4 or more continuous hours during the period of October 1st, 1986 through September 30th, 1991. Any successive 5-year period thereafter, the documented recording chart records made at the time of the operation were conducted. The pressure pipeline search for the other variation. Normal pressure for the design exceed 110% of the maximum operating pressure is established under subdivision A of the section. Each corporation must provide adequate control, protective equipment to control the pressure with these limits. Alright, 258.9, leak detection system. Each liquid petroleum pipeline shall have an acceptable automatic leak detection system capable of initiating an alarm location continuous monitored by the personnel employed with the corporation and or is capable of effecting automatic shutdown of the pipeline. Preservations of records. 258.10. Preservation records. Notwithstanding the requirements of Part 292, 293, and Appendix 4A of the Title 49 CFR 195.404C, the minimum period of retention for the records nothing is approved with the complying with the part with the 3 years long period of the retention mandated of the Part 292, 293, or Appendix 4A of the Title of the records pertaining to each of the repair made with the pipeline shall be maintained for as long as the pipeline remains in service. All records and copies thereof shall be kept in the file with the State of New York, accessible with the staff of the Department. 258.11. Accident reports. Each corporation shall report all accidents of the liquid petroleum pipeline facility that may involve which may result in the found with explosion, found with the death of the injured person, property damage, loss of the 25 more barrels of liquid exposed, escape vaporized liquid into the atmosphere, cause of the concern because of the coverage of the news media. All such accidents are immediately reported by the telephone department through the gas emergency notification system. See a written report of each accident of the liquid petroleum pipeline facility shall be involved with the submitted with the office of gas water of the department in the Albany within 30 days of the report shall Fourth, chronologically sequence events include with a detailed description of the accident, response, action, investigation by the corporation, and result finding of the investigation. Alright, 258.12, facility of the failure, investigation, and cooperation shall be established with the procedure of the analyze with the failure of the accident for the purpose of the determining the cause of the minimum possibility of the reoccurrence of the shall include the procedure for the test, select samples of facility, failed facility with their equipment and laboratory examination when necessary for the procedure shall also provide with the complete cooperation with the Department of Gas Division, testing, surveying, including the independent consultation, any of the equipment or system deemed necessary by the Gas Division, investigation, analyze with any of the favor accident, determine the cause of the minimum of the possibility of the reoccurrence. Alright, 258.13 report specification proposed construction. These maps sketched for the drawings shall be filed as part of the report specification 3 step of the U.S. Geological Surveys or 7.5 to 15 minute clearing indicating an entire route of the proposed construction reconstruction. Any area 1 mile to either side of the route with the 3 step of the strips map of the design drawing showing the distance detail of the proposed construction reconstruction. Report specification identical with the format so I see the section shall be submitted with a triplicate with additional necessary supply with the request and for form attached sheets, and then show the State of the Department of Public Service the report specification proposed construction liquid petroleum facility information. And then the rest is repealed. So this has been part 258 of Title 16. New York Code, Rules and Regulations, Chapter 3, Subpart C, 258, safety.